We are working in Module 16, and in this module we're talking about the linking files feature that Excel has. We just got through talking about how to actually write some formulas between files, and remember when you do that you're actually linking some of those files together. There are a lot of things you can do with links, and I'd like to take you through some of those different options right here in Section 2, Working with Links. If you remember in Section 1 where we talked about creating formulas between files, we were actually working with these four files right here. We were working with Jane, Hanover, and Monder, which were salespeople for this company, and the summary file that you're looking at right here, this is the one where we wrote a formula to calculate the total sales and the total commissions from each of those files. Remember that I told you that Jane, Hanover, and Monder are linked to the summary file, but they are not linked to each other. And a couple of terms just to be familiar with. In Excel, when you're working with links, you can have dependent files and you can have source files. Jane, Hanover, and Monder would be your source files because they have the data that you need to get these answers. And then summary would be your dependent file. It has no answers on its own. It's dependent on Jane, Hanover, and Monder to get those numbers. Now that you've created some links, let's talk about how to work with those links. That means you would have to be in the dependent file, in this case the summary file. You're going to find the links up under the menu under Data, and then you're going to see right here it says Queries and Connections, and then you'll see here the links. It says Edit Links. When you're looking at this Edit Links window, this shows you the three files that are linked to Summary. And you've got a couple different things you can do with them. The first thing I want to mention is this Update Values over here. Now right now if I close Jane, Hanover, and Monder and then open them back up and make some changes, then what happens is they automatically update Summary when the summary file is opened. But what if the summary file is already open? Then you can just have Excel go and update the values, and if there were any updates that needed to be made, these numbers would change right over here. The next thing you can do is change the source. What if Hanover leaves the company and you don't want to link Hanover to this file anymore? Well, you can actually do a couple things. If you're going to replace it with a new file, you can say change the source and then just go tell it the new name of that new source file. But if you just want to break the link, you just want to take Hanover away from this, all you have to do is click on Break Link right here. The other thing is you can open the source. If you wanted to open Hanover from here, you could. Down at the bottom, the other thing is there is a startup prompt, and what that basically means is when I open the summary file, remember how it didn't automatically just update the answers? It actually had a message asking if we'd like to go ahead and update those. And that's what this message is over here. You can have the user choose to display the alert or not. You can say don't display it and don't update, or you can say don't display the alert and go ahead and update the links. And you notice the first one is chosen automatically. That's what that option happens to be. And I just wanted to show you that because that's how the links are going to work here in Excel. You're going to see a lot of different links in a lot of different places. We're getting ready to talk in Section 3 about consolidating your data, and there's another place that you're going to see a lot of the links that we're talking about here. Let's go ahead and go over to Section 3 and I'll show you how to work with consolidating your data.